morning. We're gonna make some French toast today that is under 300 calories and protein rich. It's usually what I have on Tuesday. I like to have a variety of food, but on Monday and Tuesday, I do like to just kind of stick to it so it's just easy for me. But the rest of the week, I'm always experimenting, always doing something different. So I give myself a break on Monday and Tuesday. So I've gathered all of our ingredients here. We're gonna start off with egg whites. So we're gonna have a third cup of egg whites. I'm gonna have some milk with it as well, coconut milk, fat-free. And then what we do is we add a little bit of the coconut milk into the egg whites and a little bit of water so the protein doesn't get too tight too quickly. We're gonna season our eggs with a little bit of cinnamon. And we're gonna take our time because we're gonna enjoy the process of cooking and eating. Nutmeg. Nutmeg smells so yummy. Some French, or not French, but regular vanilla. I do love me some French vanilla though. A little bit of vanilla. And a little bit of, a couple drops of stevia. I'll show you which kind of stevia I get, because this one tastes really good. You can't really taste it at all. This is the stevia that I use, better stevia, and it's like awesome for baking. I've made some pumpkin pies with it. It's really good. So we've done the stevia. We need to add salt because that always helps with the flavors. And I like to use a little bit of the Mediterranean sea salt. It just has a little more depth to it. So we've got our nutmeg, our cinnamon, our vanilla, our stevia, a little bit of salt, and I'm gonna add just the teeny tiniest bit of the sugar-free syrup that's brown sugar. I like it because of the brown sugar flavor, but the teeny tiniest bit because it's very strong. A lot of these torani flavors are not that strong. This one is for some reason, so I don't like too much of that in there. It was in my mind, the French vanilla one, I really like that one, and the salted caramel. So let's whisk these up, get them a little fluffy. And just keep twisting the bowl to get all that cinnamon and nutmeg. Give it a taste test. Pretty good. I've got this other type of cinnamon that I'm gonna add a little bit of that in there. It adds just a teeny tiny bit of depth. It's a little bit, I would say, darker in flavor than the regular, I think it's Ceylon cinnamon. This other cinnamon that I use is called Corinne. I know it's the cinnamon that they use in those Cinnabons. So if you know those Cinnabons, they have those amazing smells. I've been always trying, whenever I make anything flavored cinnamon bun kind of thing, I always was looking for those ingredients, and I found that cinnamon, and that's pretty good for it. I think they also use mace and lemon. So they have a little bit of trickery. And a lot of it I have found, and I've been able to get there pretty much to the recreation of it. So we've got our eggs whipped. We've got, just like our husband, just kidding. We've got some toast from Sara Lee Delightful. These are only 45 calories each. So these are the ones that I use. And you're saving yourself some calories, you know, just by changing out your bread. So I highly recommend to take a look at your pantry and see what breads you're using. Change them out. It's a simple swap. Simple swap that you can do that helps you stay on track. That cinnamon made it awesome. I'm gonna soak it up and then we're gonna go to the griddle. Okay, so now we've gotten all of our stuff absorbed, and we're gonna take it to the griddle over there and set it on there. But first I'm going to, so your griddle's set to like 250 to 300. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a little bit of butter on that griddle, then put the toast on there. And I'm gonna keep the bowl to use as my serving plate. I also grab the 70%, not the 78, but I get a little piece of that one side flip the toast. I'm gonna rub that on the top of that already heated up toast and melt it just to give it a little bit more depth. And while that gets toasted up, I have a 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt that we're gonna put in the middle of the toast. And I have some berries, strawberries and blueberries that we're also gonna put in between and on top, and some nuts and cacao nibs, as well as some syrups. I use sugar-free syrup. That's another easy swap you can do. And then this maple from Walden Farms, this one's 0 calories, and I use both of them together. So egg whites, easy swap, you know, don't need to have the whole egg, not every time. It is healthy to have an egg with the yolk. The yolk is good for you, but it has a lot of fat. So I have it, you know, every once in a while, not all the time. So easy swaps. Greek yogurt adds lots of protein to it. And then the nuts are your healthy fats. Instead of having, you know, fats that are unhealthy, we're gonna add fats that are healthy. So we swap out the fats. Instead of using a ton of butter, we're gonna use this. We just use a little butter just for taste, minimal amount. Don't get a ton of butter because that's not gonna work for you. But these healthy fats, you can't eat a lot of them either because it's still fat, but it's a healthier fat that's gonna have your brain running better. So I use a tablespoon that includes cacao nibs, chia seeds, flax seeds that are already you know, milled or whatever you call it, and walnuts. Walnuts look like your brain, they help your brain. In the meantime, I'm just gonna cut some of these really pretty strawberries. These are also so good for you, so many antioxidants, helps your body in so many ways. Enjoy the fruits that are out there, all this natural sugars, you know, instead of adding fake sugars all over the place, or processed sugars, or whatever you want to call them, sugars that just make your glucose spike up and then go into storage. You don't need all of that, right? And we're just here cooking together. I put my syrups here in a little thing. I'm gonna warm them, and then I'm gonna warm my nuts because that'll bring out the flavor for that as well. I'll give it more depth. So let's flip our toast and cover it up a little more. We're gonna take our little piece of chocolate and drizzle it on top so that we can get some of that melted on there. And our first toast is ready to be plated. Hot toast, hot toast. Woo, very hot. So we'll put that there, and we're gonna put the Greek yogurt on top. These were inspired because I went to, I believe these were the ones, I have other ones where I make some pancakes, but my son ordered some like cream cheese strawberry pancake thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, that thing is amazing. And I was like, how can I get that creaminess, you know? And I got it with the Greek yogurt. Remember, licking the spoon and keeping cooking means I love you. And you can take a shot, you know, if you're doing that. Let me go get the other toast so it doesn't get burnt. Set my other little toast on the side. We have my Greek yogurt. And put some strawberries on there. I'm gonna disperse them because I want a strawberry bite in every bite. Okay, there we go. I had to go get my husband's cat before it started freaking out and meowing to death. I've never had a cat that made so much freaking noise. All right, we used to have dogs, and unfortunately they got old. This is the first time I haven't had a dog. Now I've got this annoying cat. So we're gonna have our nuts there, right? Or I mean our nuts. We have our strawberries there. Now we're gonna disperse half of our nuts. We've got a tablespoon, so we'll disperse half of it on top. The little walnuts, that'll give it some good little crunch. And you can change these French toast to be whatever. I've made them with peanut butter. Oh my gosh, those are awesome too. So instead of peanut butter, I use that PB2. That's another easy swap that you can do that will help you on your goals and tastes just like peanut butter. All right, so we've got that. We're gonna use half of our syrup. Just drizzle it on top. Isn't that yummy? And I also like to take a little bit of my coconut milk and drizzle that on top as well. It extends the syrups. Because that's another thing that we're trying to do is extend stuff. Because who wants to eat a little? I want to eat a lot. I either want to eat, either way I want to eat something that tastes good. And I can eat something little if it tastes really good. Totally fine with it. But for the most part, I don't need a huge meal, but I do want something that's what's the word? I don't know. Big enough. Because I don't want to eat a bite and be like, okay, that should be enough protein. And then you're like, that wasn't enjoyable, So I want something that's going to be bigger and still enjoyable and still good for me. All right, so we've got that. And the key to doing all that is just basically making a lot of the food yourself. And if you meal prep, then it's already made for you, and that makes it a lot easier too. So we've got that. We're going to top it off with our next toast. And we're going to put our blueberries and strawberries on top of that. I love blueberries and strawberries. And blackberries are amazing as well. Raspberries, all those berries are just so yummy. All right, so we've got our pretty little French toast here. Come on, berries, stay on top. And then we'll top it up with the rest of our nuts. And the other thing is that I want to appreciate the food and enjoy it. I don't want to just gobble it up. I don't want to just eat. I want to enjoy the food and enjoy the beauty of it and the fact that it exists for me. Just more than just eating. So now we've got the syrup on top of there. I'm gonna add just a little bit of coconut milk there. Because like cooking is, it's like an art. People make it for you. It's like a beautiful art. People make it for you. So it's more than just putting things together. There's intention. There's intention of like giving you something for like enjoyment, pleasure. And beyond, just that, it's obviously nutrition. But there's that little like je ne sais quoi, that little care or something. So I don't like when people are like, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that is so gross to me. I like it when they're like putting it cautiously there, because they want it to be nice for you. I want this to be nice for you. I want this experience of you coming here and making healthy food to be pleasurable, because it's gonna make you feel better too, which always helps be better in fitness and in everything. So we've got that. Now we're just gonna add my whipped cream and top it with some cinnamon, and that's it. We can enjoy. And of course, we always drink a bunch of water before eating. And we have our little, you know what? I'm gonna give it a little warm in the microwave because I do like my berries to bloom, or whatever you wanna call it. like maybe 15 seconds. Okay, so now we can top it off with a little whipped cream. Just a tablespoon will do. A little bit of cinnamon. And look how pretty this is. Look at that. Nice big French toast. Look, see? Big muscles, big French toast. Yummy stuff. Healthy stuff for you that you can enjoy, still have fun, get results, and we can have our food. And first, I like to take a deep breath and just kind of be mindful, thankful. The first bite, I like to, appreciate the fact that this strawberry grew. The sun was just perfect for it. God created it for me. It took so much for it to get to me, so many people and all that. And once I taste it, it was like made for me. Then its energy it's going to give me is made for you, for others, for me to help others. So sweet, tart. Let's try this toast part. With the blueberry and the syrups. Nice and soft. Creamy from the Greek yogurt. Those blueberries are very good. That cinnamon, that one special cinnamon. Delish and nutrish. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.